looking to scramble. He's going for it all. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Milroe trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. He sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll go with a direct snap. Makes one man miss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just want to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is your job. Nobody has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Scrambling away. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Alabama! And they jump on top. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. The freshman just a little too much on that one. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Homer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. Snap it to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice.
Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And it's so hard to be on the road and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we freaks, and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Dude, you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards. What a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback? When I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. He caught it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fast motion from the offense. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal post. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the air. It's Milroe. Fire into the right, complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker. He'll take the deep shot. And he holds it in after 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so...
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to do. Just make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that will be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Hines is tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense is already showing they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They want to run this quarterback. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success. Boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Simon. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play as a setup. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's past the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the...
He's going for it all. He's got it. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The run to the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's hard to stop great runs. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Fourth down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. To the air, it's Milton. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them up a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 40. Can anyone catch it? Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football
this up. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
They got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Milroe. He's going to run it.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand this. Plays over, get down on the ground. Don't take too many of those big shots.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs managed. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up for fourth.
He's going for a big play downfield. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. He goes out of bounds, and he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here we go. Ready. He's back to throw on second down. Slips it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They finally get him. Goodness gracious. How about the strength in the pocket? To stay in the pocket and shrug one guy off, two guys off, stay alive, but the third guy was too much. How about the defense just swarming all over the place?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Got some room in it at the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to...
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the move, it's Sanders. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Correct snap. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup will put them in position to pick up the 1st down.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play. On third down with the lead break. If you get the 1st down, that's ball. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Milroe. Coming after it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Now on second down after the incompletion. A jet sweep pass. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, if you love this type of game, both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this is what's your cup of tea.
More defense option. Yeah, he didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just not a one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.